Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Razak at CMTrading. Today is May 27, 2019, and today is Monday morning. So today is a national bank holiday, both in the United Kingdom and the United States. So you do want to be aware of that today. So some of the markets will be affected. The indices and the stock markets will be closed. Commodities and Forex will be open, but there'll be much lighter volume today, to tell you the truth. But looking at the markets, let's start with our Forex symbols. For example, in terms of the Aussie dollar, the British pound, and the euro finally bounced versus the US dollar. We'll take a look at that in just a moment. Now, looking at the indices, which are trading today, okay, but will be in light volume. Dow Jones bounces, but okay, the question is where we're going from here. Next, looking at commodities, oil nosedives last week to $58 a barrel, and it's at the bottom of that second support range. Now, gold bounces off support from 1270 to 1276, but not much going on over there, trading within the range. And lastly, looking at stocks, now this one is an important one. ALCOA continues to slide and is trading lower in the year. Okay, it's a new low for the year for ALCOA, which is really a very important component of the Dow Jones. It's the largest aluminum company in the United States, and therefore it affects a lot of industries. Okay, washing machines, cars, you name it. Okay, anything that has to do with any sort of metal substance is affected with it, because if ALCOA is hurting, which is one of the largest aluminum manufacturing companies in the United States, then you could sure bet some of the other industries are affected by are affected by it as well. But let's take a look at the markets and see what we can expect from today's trading and moving into this week. So I want to emphasize today is going to be a lighter trading volume day. So just be aware of it. Don't push it too hard. As the week moves on, I'm sure we'll get some more momentum. And in terms of the stock markets in the United States, there's a saying that goes, sell in May and go away. Okay, usually the summer trading is much quieter season. People are on vacation, they're taking their leave. So with that said, okay, I know it's going into winter time in South Africa right now, but on the northern hemisphere we are experiencing the summer solstice. So with that said, okay, just be aware that the markets are a little bit lighter in the summer. Now, looking here at the Euro USD, there's a little bit of a momentum here that we're finally breaking this downwards momentum, okay, with this downtrend line. We're trading at 12, just what 112-ish, okay? I call it ish because we're right there on the market. Now, let's take a look at 4-hour chart just to show you that we've broken it a couple of times, this downwards trend line. Now, we got to continue holding above it, okay, for us to really, kind of find ourselves a bottom here, okay, from 1136. So we bounced off of it. So we're still trading in a range right now, okay. I think we're going to be range bound, okay, for it to continue right here from 1212-ish level towards the 1250-ish level is an important rally. So if that doesn't happen today, we may see it sell off. Now, this is all trading in tandem. If we look at the GBP USD, same story. A lot of news coming out of Great Britain. Obviously, Theresa May resigning, Brexit still in the background there, a lot of unrest in the UK. So with that said, just because we've had this bounce doesn't mean that we're not going to go back lower. Okay, so we bounced off of 126. We're trading on 127, 40-ish level. We're still below this trend line. So I don't want to celebrate this too soon. Okay, looking at the Aussie dollar as well, did bounce last week. Let's look at a 4-hour chart just to give us an idea. Okay, so this is pretty much a bottom, 68.67. That's a good area to be in. The next real resistance level, 69.90. But we're hitting a little bit of a minor resistance level right here. So just be aware of it. If we do sell off later today, we may get like 30, 40 pips. Okay, nothing really to write home about, but it does look like we may continue to trade this and may continue to just trade sideways until we have some sort of solidified move, either on the upway or on the downside. So looking at gold right now, we're looking at a daily chart. Let's jump into a 4-hour chart. Just to give you an idea. I mean, this is, if you step away for a second and move to the back of the room and look at this chart, you'll clearly see that we're trading within a range. Okay, 1270 is your bottom. We're trading right now at 1286-ish level. Your higher end is 1293. So we're between those two ranges right now. We're trading just closer to the mid-range of that. Nothing to really write home about this. I mean, there's nothing, that is disconcerting. If it did get a little bit more momentum on the upside, I'd like to see that, okay, but it hasn't done that. It's just spikes upwards, spikes downwards, and really no kind of, character or follow through, but just range bound trading. Now looking at oil, now this was the one, okay, now this is why we have the Fibonacci retracements, okay, looking at the Fibonacci retracements that I kept up at 58.28 was my next support level, and sure enough, that's where we traded to, and we're bouncing off of it right now at 58.27. Now this is a support line, okay, if we do breach it, your next support line will be 54.60. Okay, with that said, that's something to consider, as it has had some decent momentum. We mentioned this last week that it looked like it was breaking further down. It didn't have that momentum on the upside, and sure enough, that's what we got. We broke this previous Fibonacci retracement, possibly a support area before, with some momentum. Once that happened, the ground came through. So with that said, you can see that we're trading now at 58.27. The markets are open in terms of the commodities, but just be aware of it that we may just bounce off of it, okay, if we don't break through it. Now looking at the Dow Jones, we're trading at 25,620-ish level here right now, okay. The markets really are going to be close today, so just be aware of it. The future markets are still trading. However, with that said, the markets will see a further correction, I believe, okay, on the downside, but we just have to see that actually fruit. Now lastly, looking at ALCOA. Now, this is what I was talking about. This is a weekly chart of ALCOA. It's not trading today, okay, but tomorrow it will open. And this is what's disconcerting, 22.92. Okay, this was our spike in 2016. We capitulated up in January 2018. And since then, we've just been nosedives, okay? Really a nice retracement there. But what's disconcerting here is that we broke this $24 support area, okay, and we're trading much lower. Let's clear that up, and let's look at a shorter time frame at a 4-hour chart just to give you an idea. And so that's a new low for the year for ALCOA, okay, which is a little bit disconcerting. And with that said, okay, if we continue breaking down, I believe that the markets will continue selling off. This is Fred Razak. I want to wish you guys a great trading day. Thank you.